Hey there, everyone. So welcome back to another Go commentary. I'm your host, IndieSN, and I have an amazing game for you today because this is one of your games. This is one of you guys who commented in my YouTube video below, and I met you on stream, and I'm super excited to cast this game. And so, who we have today that is playing is Firefox711, who is currently on OGS on a 5Q ranking, and his opponent, oh my gosh, his opponent is wluff, whatever it is, wluff, who is sitting on a Dawn level play, a 2 Dawn level. And so I'm super excited. This match is amazing. This is no handicaps. So Firefox, thank you for commenting on my video, by the way, but Firefox, you have no handicaps and you are playing against a person who is 7 levels ahead of you, if you're going by the number system itself. From 5Q down to 1Q, and then 1 Dawn and 2 Dawn, that's a difference of 7 levels. So I'm super excited to see how you are going to do today. But this is going to be an amazing match. So this is another single Q versus Dawn level playthrough. They started off with the typical opening, Firefox taking the top portion of the board, as well as wluff taking the bottom portion of the board. So I'm really excited to see what's going to happen today. Just a back note, if you guys are in the San Diego area and want to join a San Diego club, Firefox is actually one of the people who has opened up a San Diego Go club. So by all means, go check him out. The link in the description for his Discord and his Twitch profile will be put below. But do check him out, because if you're ever in that area of San Diego, California, he's around. And so they're probably going to start meeting up very soon now that COVID has laxed out and people are getting the vaccines again. But hey, the best way to start is join a club. So by all means, check him out. His Twitch, he streams Tuesday nights from 7 to 11 on Twitch. So do check him out. But enough of that. What we have right now is a conflict in the top left hand corner. And the conflict is wluff says, no, you're not going to have this top corner. And so again, Firefox opened up with a 4-4 spot right here, and wluff invaded right here in the bottom position at the 3-3 position. Now, this isn't a typical Joseki, at least from me. I don't study this typical Joseki all too often. But he did look like he did like a reverse tiger's mouth, where he decided to extend his 2-2 position out and then open up with the tiger's mouth right here to protect. And what Firefox did was trying to border him in, and I'm using the same color, which I shouldn't be using, but he's using this. He's trying to box him in right now. wluff has a surround on this unit right here, and Firefox is like, you know what? Take that one unit. I'm going to try to take you by taking back my corner right here. So wluff, it looks like he is I don't know. He lost the corner. Maybe he's trying to extend his presence out into the center of the board right here. Again, a lot of times players will play at the 4-4 or 3-3 positions or somewhere around there during the opening moves of the game. And like I said in past streams or past casts, depending on what your goal is for the overall mid-game to late game, either gaining influence in the middle of the map or gaining territories initially, that could play a huge role in what you want to do in terms of the corner area. And so it looks like wluff kind of gave up his advantage at being at the 3-3 position to take this whole corner right here. I think he kind of gave that up and tried to extend out and increase his influence. Now, you can see right here that wluff is building somewhat of a presence on the side, and he might extend towards the middle in this general direction, which would be very beneficial, because if he does extend here, he's actually separating the left side of the black stones from the right base, all the way to the very right. And so that could be his intention right now. And right now he is in a conflict on the bottom right hand corner, but he's built his base. He took the 4-4 position. He did a knight's move away to build a fortification on the base, kind of retreating back. Firefox didn't like the retreat, so he kept putting the pressure on it, and that forced wluff to then kind of put his foot down. He says, you know what, if you're going to keep building a line right here, I'm going to put my foot down. I'm going to build a presence right here, and hence he moved on the R5 position. And now what we're going to see is that Firefox is being very aggressive right now. He's actually trying to put pressure on wluff. He's trying to push wluff all the way to the corner right here. He's building another presence right here. wluff is doing a typical Joseki move. I think this is what we call a throwing knives move, where you build an extension right here and then you do a one space extension further, causing a flexibility where, you know how when you're throwing a knife, it's either a hit or a miss. It's a little bit of a riskier Joseki type of maneuver, but against a lower level player, it might work against Firefox. And Firefox, I don't mean to say that you're a lower level player at all. It's just I'm looking at the ranking, and wluff is like a Dan level player, so by no means am I trying to discredit your experience. You are way more experienced than I am, but he is doing a throwing knives type of Joseki right here. And so what's happening right now is that Firefox is seeing that throwing knives. I believe Firefox actually recognizes this Joseki maneuver, and he's like, you know what, forget it, I don't want to deal with that. You can take this top corner. What I'm going to do is I'm going to actually try to box you in, build a base around you, and take over this central position. And while I'm doing that, I'm also going to start building my base right here, boxing you and separating this leftmost group from the rightmost group right there, as well as building another barrier right here. So it looks like the plan for Firefox right now is to pretty much have a stronger influence in the center. You can see the outline of his base, and you can see that he's really trying to contain wluff, because he knows if wluff is released, it can leak out. If wluff gains a foothold in the middle of the board, that could pose a lot of trouble. And right now wluff knows that he's going to try to do something right here. Now, he is extending quite a bit away, but that's actually a good idea. Because Firefox has such a strong presence right here, you don't want to get too close to the firing range. So if you want to start building a base, you want to have some distance between you and the line or the wall, so that you have enough wiggle room, because again, Firefox has safety in numbers right here, and wluff only has one individual unit. So step back a little bit before you start throwing the ball, so to speak. And so that's what's happening. And so wluff decided to build a base right here, and then he's slowly creeping towards Firefox's wall line of defense, right? So he's slowly doing that turtle maneuver, or that hopscotch maneuver, where I'm going to build a base from far away, and then I'm going to slowly creep up on you. While I'm creeping up on you, I'm going to fortify my influence right here in these positions to pretty much, you know, show you I'm going after this piece. But if you're too focused on this group right here, you're going to miss out on the bigger picture. And that is essentially what wluff is saying. It's like, I have a bigger picture. Yes, you might see that I'm going after this position right here, but I am gaining influence. I'm starting to gain influence right here. And then from here, I'm going to spread like wildfire. And so this is a brilliant move from Don Level Plays. There has been a saying that's been going around on the Reddit forums and in the Go community, where there's a comic where Q level players are so focused on the fight that they don't see the overall battle. And that's where the difference between a Q level and a Don level is that the Don level, you know, you may have won the battle, but I'm going to win the war type of mentality. And that's essentially what wluff is demonstrating in this fight right here. And so what happened is that Firefox is now running for his life. This group right here is in trouble. Somehow wluff has surrounded Firefox, and now Firefox is going to try to extend out and try to connect with his other base. And this is this is the benefit of proximity. This is the benefit of having friends next to each other. If you're going to play a stone in a random position, make sure that he always has a friend or always has a backup, so that if he is getting under attack or if he's being threatened, he can always extend back and connect up with a friend, because with a friend you have safety. Okay, and so wluff is essentially doing that. He's going to play at this position right here, trying to prevent Firefox from extending out. Firefox is now seeing, it's like, hey, look, wluff, you're taking the center. I want the center, but this group right here is being a pain. So Firefox is trying everything he can to get rid of it. But unfortunately, because wluff played right here, he played a tiger's mouth move. And so for Firefox to even make a surround, he has to somehow get his foot in the tiger's mouth. And generally, you don't want to get your foot in the tiger's mouth because it can clamp down. And so right now, wluff has played a brilliant move. He found a way to escape Firefox's defense right here. So you can see Firefox has a board right here, but wluff was able to find a way to sneak through. And now what he's going to do is he's probably going to stretch out all the way to disconnect all these stones from each other. Wow. That's a brilliant move. Okay, that I would have never seen that at all. And so, wow, that's amazing. And so what's happening is that Firefox sees that, and he's going to try to contain it, but because his stones are so separated, he doesn't have a strong influence against wluff's 6 stones in a row kind of thing. I mean, there's 6 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, there's 6 of them. And so that's going to be incredibly hard to break through. But what we can see is Firefox is gaining a lot of influence in the center right here. So he is gaining influence. He is gaining influence a little bit right here. If he can contain wluff from exploring out, I would like to see Firefox actually play somewhere in the middle right here. Maybe in this position right here, this would be a nice in-between spot to create a pincer-like attack and potentially save your influence so that wluff doesn't gather this whole top. I would really have loved to see that. Oops. I would really like to see that, and maybe even play right here in that K position right between these 2 stones to separate these 2 groups right here. I think that would be a really nice move from Firefox, but Firefox is so involved right here with this because he is getting threatened right here. These 3 stones, they're not looking good. wluff does have a good border surrounding. Yes, Firefox might be surrounding this group right here, but because of this tiger's mouth and these 2 tiger's mouth and this Liberty spot or eye, he can't really do much right now. So what Firefox? Oh, Firefox decided to go into the tiger's mouth. Now, that's actually a really smart move, because if wluff took that bait, so to speak, he might lose the ground in the middle right here. And so, but wluff was like, you know what? You can try all you want. I'm going to play elsewhere because I know you're on the second line. You are right here on the second line. There's no possible way that you can get out that easily. And so, okay. And wluff is like, you know what? I might be at a double Atari, but at the end of the day, I want to protect my influence right here. So I'm going to extend right here. But look at what's going on right here. So wluff is forcing Firefox to take, and Firefox, I don't know why you took it, because you know that because your extension out is not connected with any of your other stones, you're gonna lose that eye. Firefox, that was a Sumago problem. I wonder if there was a way that you could have saved it. Man, that was a brilliant move by wluff. wluff knows life and death, guys. He knows life and death. He's going to make it so that this black group right here, this black stones, a group of black stones, can never form 2 eyes. And so playing at that A17 move was a brilliant idea by wluff, because if Firefox did play at the A17 and he played at A19 and potentially at the C19, right here in these two corners originally, and these two corners would have created two solid eyes, and that group would have stayed alive. But I don't know why Firefox decided to play A17. Firefox, what are you doing? Are you trying to threaten these stones right here? You're trying to show... Oh! wluff! Take it! Firefox, take it! You got 3 stones! Take it! Firefox! I see what Firefox is trying to do. Firefox, what he's trying to do is he's trying to save these stones right here. Okay, so this is where my inexperience comes in. Firefox is trying to save these stones, but he can't. And he knows that if somehow wluff tries to connect it, the overall group would have only 1 liberty left. So wluff, if he made a blunder and he connected these 2 groups of stones with each other, then Firefox could have potentially grabbed more stones. And so Firefox tried to prevent more stones being taken, but I don't know. I don't know if that was a good trade or not. I really don't know if that was a good trade or not, because yeah, you're trying to bait wluff from placing his stone right here, but at the same time you are placing 2 more stones in this position, which gives wluff 2 more captures. I don't know if that's a good move. I really don't. But anyways, what's going on right now is that now Firefox is like, oh shoot, I lost my foothold. I lost the foothold right here. I lost all of my stones here. I lost all of my stones here. And potentially this whole group is going to die. If wluff just plays in these positions right here at the B19 move, this group of stones will never be able to create 2 solid eyes. Maybe? Yeah, no, he can't. He can't. There's no way. Unless somehow Firefox is able to play the A19 and the C19 and the A14, then maybe the group might live. Just maybe. Okay. So we're just gonna have to wait to see. But what's going on right now is wluff is going to try to start breaking through. He's gonna start breaking through this tiger's mouth area. He's gonna go for the disconnect. He's gonna try to potentially extend out towards the center and start invading Firefox's territory, because right now Firefox has this whole entire group right here, but wluff is like, you know what? I'm thirsty. I want more territory. Right now, you have a very scattered force in the center with a lot of holes. And so what's going to happen is that because you guys are so scattered and you're everywhere, I'm going to have a strong line going through, strong presence, a strong base. I'm going to build my base in the center of the map and then start expanding outwards. And so slowly but surely, wluff is slowly going to start expanding out. He's going to slowly pick away at these extra stones right here, getting more captures while gaining more influence in the center. And Firefox sees that. Firefox is like, wow, you're going to put me on Atari. I got to start extending. And so wluff right now, he's not sweating it. He's already captured this whole top board right here. He's already captured this territory. He already has this territory in the back and potentially this territory right here. And right now, all he has to do is reduce Firefox's presence in the center of the map, and I think wluff might get the win on this at this moment in time. But again, it's anyone's game right now. And Firefox, Firefox, you're going to get boxed in. Okay, so wluff did see that Firefox could take his stone right here. So what wluff decided to do is start extending his border around this group. Yeah, I'm going to sacrifice 1 stone. Oops. I'm going to sacrifice 1 stone, but in return, now I'm going to put you at a double Atari, and you're forced to connect. So what wluff can do right now is start blocking the connection points off and potentially grab a stronger group in return. Okay, and so now because wluff has pretty much solidified his border right here, yeah, you know, Firefox can try to break through, but remember, If you're going to try to invade a 4 line, extending into a 3 line, it's going to be very hard to attack through because you don't have enough wiggle room, and wluff has a strong presence on this right side of the board. So, oh man, I don't know. But wluff is coming in, and he's going to try to extend out. He's going to try to box these 3 stones in, and while doing that, extending his fortification. Now you can see he has a strong wall coming in. And with a strong presence, what wluff can essentially do later is place stones somewhere in the middle right here and start pushing. Okay, start pushing Firefox against this wall. And as you start pushing against the wall, you're going to start squeezing his army into a small region and potentially go for an overall win, an overall capture. And this is brilliant. This is brilliant. And while he's doing that, Firefox is so focused on these groups right here that he's going to try to defend. But that being said, Firefox is a very experienced player, so he might have seen elsewhere, and now he's going to try to build his wall right here so that this wall doesn't have that strong of an influence. But I think this is too late. I mean, wluff just has to play in the center right here somewhere and then start pushing through. He can just push through. He does have a strong barrier on the bottom too. So notice he has a strong barrier right here. He has a strong barrier on top. Yes, Firefox might have something down here and might have something up here, but if wluff just plays in the center, he's able to squeeze the 2 black groups out of the way. And so this is a close game, guys. I don't know. This is an amazing game. And so, like I said, this is a non-handicap game. What does that mean? That means that wluff does have that additional 6.5 Komi because they are playing by the Japanese rules. And so Firefox is trying everything he can. He's going to try to crack through this fortification, but I don't know, Firefox. I don't think it's possible. wluff, all he has to do is pretty much capture this group right here, and 2 eyes are set for that, for this wall. And I don't think there's much you can do. And so Firefox is like, you know what? If wluff is going to do that, I'm going to try to extend out and try to reduce more of his influence. I'm going to try to separate this whole group. And wluff sees that, and he's going to be like, no, going to disconnect. Going to go straight for the disconnect. And so Firefox is now forced to go over here because these groups are in danger. And wluff is like, nope, we're going to disconnect again. You're not going to meet up with your buddies. You're too far away. I'm going to disconnect you right here in the center. Oh, he doesn't do that. Instead, he goes to protect his connection points right here by creating another tiger's mouth and also a wider mouth right here. And so Firefox sees that he needs to build a presence somehow. And so he's going to threaten this stone right here with Antari. So most likely wluff is going to try to do something. Maybe he's sacrificing this stone. He did see that there was potential for this to get disconnected with that group right there. So my goodness, you guys are playing way too advanced for this commentator. Guys, slow down. Oh my gosh. But this is amazing because, as you know, if you're a beginning player, you're going to be very focused and trying to learn how to protect your stones. But after a while, you'll get more comfortable, especially with more experience, more knowledge. You're going to be more comfortable with, reading a couple moves ahead and playing a couple moves ahead rather than taking it case by case. And so the better that you're able to read, I feel, the better that you're able to read and predict what it will eventually happen, the better that you can prepare for it. And I believe that is the difference between Q players and Dawn level players. At least as you go up the ranks, you're going to be able to read a lot better. But there are always some fundamentals to consider, which is watch out for your liberties, watch out for influence, and expand when you can and protect when you need to. Okay, and so what Firefox is doing right here is he's going to try to protect his corner. This was his original corner. He played at the 4-4 position, and now the wluff is like, you're not going to take this. I'm going to steal this corner from you. You're not going to keep this corner. He's not going to keep this corner. wluff wluff, just play right here. You could take this Atari stone, and essentially this whole corner is going to be yours. Exactly. The whole corner is now wluff's territory. And so Firefox, he lost it. And in this point in the game, in this late stage in the game, right now Firefox is behind on territories. Look at wluff's territory. wluff essentially has this whole corner right here. He has this top middle. Now he has this top right. He has a little bit of this corner down here. He has this overall corner down here and a little bit of here, right? And pretty much essentially this whole entire center. If he just connects right here, he pretty much has this whole entire top half of the board. And, you know, Firefox, you have this corner. You have this a little bit right here. Maybe a center? Question mark? Maybe a little bit right here, and that's it. I mean, you can see wluff's territory is expanding drastically. Oh my gosh, this game. What a game. What a game, what a game, what a game. And so wluff is now just filling in those gaps, those cracks, connecting all of his group. He's going to try to surround this overall group. I mean, if wluff can steal this group from Firefox, that's amazing. That really is amazing. But right now, wluff's group right here is under threat. And so let's see how many liberty he has. He has 1, he has 2, he has 3, he has 5 liberties. And right now, he's trying to surround this piece right here. And how many liberties does this piece have? 1, 2, 3. This is a losing battle, Firefox. This is a losing battle. You will lose this group, especially if wluff plays at those blue spots. Okay. And so wluff pretty much knows that this group is his. I mean, yeah, if Firefox can extend down, then wluff is going to be a little bit harder to contain. But right now, Firefox is going to try to capture this group, and I don't think he can. I don't think he can. He's right now under Atari, and then wluff just captured that piece. And so now wluff opened up another liberty spot, and Firefox cannot capture that unless he fills in the rest of the liberty spots right here. And there's 5 of them before he can capture. And by the time he's able to surround it, Firefox, wluff will see that, and he's just going to fill it in. wluff is like, go ahead, try it. But now, that is a brilliant move. Right now, what he just did is he pretty much solidified the capture of this overall group right here. This one move disconnected the overall group. And wluff just has to extend right here. Just play at P8. Box in this whole entire group. And that group is done for. Yeah, P8. This whole group died. This whole group is done. Firefox, you lost this group. I'm so sorry. That group is history. Yeah, Firefox, you can try to cut. You have 1, 2 spots of liberty, but then also you have 1, 2 spots of liberty. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, wluff, all he has to do is just connect right here, and then he opens up to a whole. wluff is going to connect. You're threatening his 4 stones. He's just going to connect right here. He's going to connect right here. He's going to extend his liberty by 4 more liberties, and this, in essence, is now dead. Oh my gosh, Firefox. I think that's what, 8 or 9 stones. So let's see, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 stones. wluff has just captured 10 stones as well as gained 10 more spaces of liberties right here. Okay. Oh my gosh, what a game. What a game. And so Firefox saw that. He's like, you know what? I'm going to throw in the towel. And what happened was Firefox has resigned. And so that is it. That was an amazing playthrough, wluff. I honestly thought Firefox was putting the pressure on wluff. And wluff, this is a fantastic game of wluff just being on the defensive for the first half of the game. After a while, he started gaining a foothold, and then he started expanding out. I mean, you just see that with this game. You saw that Firefox was everywhere. He's putting on the pressure. wluff is like, I'm going to defend. And then while I'm defending, I'm going to expand my influence. And then with the expansion of influence, then I'm going to attack. And so this was a fantastic, phenomenal game by these 2 amazing players. So I hope you guys enjoy that. wluff won. by quite a margin. I think he won by I don't even know, but I just know that Firefox resigned from this match. And so wluff, fantastic job. I mean, you're a 2-down player, so duh. But Firefox, you did an amazing job trying to put pressure on wluff in the beginning. And so I hope you guys all enjoyed this awesome game. This was a fabulous game. And if so, if you guys want to check Firefox out, check his Twitch and Discord, the links will be down in the description below. Leave a comment on what you saw while watching this game with me. I know I missed some stuff and I was talking a lot about certain areas of the map, but you guys might have seen something else. So please, if you saw something else, list it down below so that I can learn with you all. All right, so thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next Go commentary.